Hi everyone. So this week for my ePortfolio, the skill that I decided to learn was by the end of the week I would understand the health benefits of practicing yoga daily or regularly using only YouTube for research purposes. And I also decided to also practice yoga during the week to see if I would feel any of the same health benefits that were reported online. So the reason that I decided to pursue in this direction is yoga is typically an ancient practice, but in the last half to three-quarter century, it's become a very, very popular form of exercise, and especially with technology now. Instead of practitioners going to traditionally to in-person classes, now they can go to do online classes, online videos, yoga apps. They have blogs, online yoga challenges. So it's become very, very popular. And there's also been a lot of scientific studies showing the mental and physical benefits of doing yoga regularly. So I thought it'd be a very good opportunity. So typically, yoga classes tend to be about 60 minutes long, and there's a whole number of different types of yoga. There's Ashtanga yoga, Vinyasa yoga, Yin yoga. I won't go into too much detail about all these, but they all just range in their intensity. And I chose to practice like a more gentle flow yoga because I'm not very flexible in the first place, and I thought it would be a good starting point. For my practice, I chose it was a practitioner named Ashton August, who has a yoga company called You Aligned, and she had all sorts of videos posted on YouTube with the different styles of yoga. On their website, they had a yoga app along with blogs, books, online yoga challenges. I strictly just followed the online videos on YouTube, but just for anyone interested. So once again, some of the different styles just ranged in intensity, and some would focus more on just holding poses for a longer length of time, and others were more rigorous and more kind of cardio focused with kind of going between movements. Okay. So some of the common health benefits that were reported by people online was increased flexibility. So as your muscles adapt and lengthen and relax, increases your flexibility, and this also helps bring strength and endurance, and also helps support your joints by building muscles and strength around your joints, which helps prevent injuries. So it's very, very good because it stabilizes the joints. So it's a very, very good form of rehabilitation, actually. So there's been a lot of people that have had, fairly significant health issues with their knees and their back, and they started practicing yoga, and it was able to alleviate a lot of pain for them, and also and they were able to regain their mobility. So it's quite incredible to actually see some of the transformations actually that I was watching online. So another common benefit that was reported was better posture and alignment. So because of some of the poses, such as downward dog, they actually lengthen the spine. So it's very, very commonly a benefit that people would report was that it would improve their posture along with their balance, because a lot of poses, such as like the half moon pose, you might be balancing on one foot, or you're kind of leaning off to the side with one hand rested on the ground, the other hand in the air, and you'll do that on your dominant side and your non-dominant side, so you're building coordination between both sides. So very, very common for people also to be reporting that they've got improved balance. Another common benefit that people had reported was improved focus and mental clarity. And that's just, a lot of people would describe how yoga training would quiet the mind because it'd be so focused on the practice itself and the poses and holding them or moving through the different forms. I could definitely relate to this because I found many of the poses extremely painful, so it takes a lot of concentration to hold them in the right posture. Another common benefit reported by people was improved sleep quality. So by creating a healthy daily routine, it helps reduce stress and increases the amount of time that people were sleeping. A little bit of science behind this. So actually, because it's reducing the like any form of exercise, you're burning off steam, and it's going to help you have a nice good rest. I definitely did notice this myself as well, because I typically would do yoga in the evenings, and it would take about 5 or 6 o'clock, and I always found it was a good time. And then by the time it would come for me to go to bed, I would fall asleep, no problem. And not just actually falling asleep, but actually I found, because I commonly wake up in the middle of the nights, but I found that for the duration of sleep, it actually helped keep you asleep, so you didn't actually wake up until the alarm clock went off in the morning. So other common benefits: improve circulation, and also weight management. So yoga is a great way of maintaining a healthy weight. And increased energy as well. And I feel like all types of exercise, contrary, you'd think it would make you tired, but actually it gives you more energy, because you're getting those feel good endorphins released. And I can also agree with that with the yoga. After a 30 to 45 minute practice, you definitely feel much more energetic afterwards. So another big benefit of yoga is stress reduction and enhanced mental health. So it's commonly known for its stress reducing benefits. So this happens because it lowers circulating cortisol in the body, and cortisol is a hormone that's released in response to stress. So yoga actually activates the parasympathetic nervous system, opposite to the fight and flight system, which slows down our heart, lowers our blood pressure, reduces levels of the cortisol, and promotes mental calmness. And as a result of this, actually reduces depression. So it has great antidepressive benefits for practitioners. There was a lot more long-term benefits that were reported, but they're kind of hard to measure. In my experience, in my week, I would definitely say that I could agree with most of these benefits. I mean, obviously, because I'm not a very flexible person, so I definitely wouldn't say that there was great leaps made in my flexibility, but within the week of doing it, I could definitely tell a difference. I did feel like my posture had improved, and my breathing was more controlled, and I definitely did feel more energetic and slept better. So yeah, on the part of the technology part, I'm not the most technology driven person. I'm not very, very good with using a lot of new types of apps and things like that. But following the videos, I found that it was very effective in them demonstrating how to successfully complete the poses, and explained in detail what each pose did and how each pose was beneficial to the body, which was great, because while you're doing it, you're learning as well, right? So it's kind of almost like an active form of learning. It also helped that they had so many videos made in kind of a successive order. So it was kind of like a step 1, step 2, step 3, beginner to intermediate, advanced, and it clearly marked it for you. So it was very, very easy to follow along. But yeah, anyway, so that's my presentation, and I hope everyone, if you're more interested on this topic, you'd be happy to post a comment, and I can send you some links for some good practices. And yeah, thank you very much.